Hey guys, Full Throttle here, and today we're going to try to do a review of my Annitori Pro Quickshifter that I purchased in March at nighttime. So I got the Quickshifter along with two other upgrades for my birthday in March 2016, and now it's about October, so I've had some time to use it. I absolutely love it so far. So if you guys haven't had a chance to look at the installation video I did back in March or April or whatever it was, you can click on the link in the top right corner right now and it will take you there. It's basically a start to finish video explaining everything you need. And I think actually you need to watch the fuel tank removal video first, because you have to take the fuel tank out of the bike. But yeah, in short, I didn't get the Quickshifter to be all racy and sporty and quick and all that. Yes, it can do that too. But the main reason I got it for was because I can be lazy now. What a Quickshifter allows you to do is to not close the throttle and not pull the clutch in order to shift gears. This one only does upshifts because it's probably one of the cheaper ones out there. There are other Quickshifters out there that let you do upshifting and downshifting. This one is not one of them. Okay, so if you don't want to watch my installation video, basically the way it works is there's a Quickshifter computer that connects to the ignition coils on the motorcycle, and every time you push the gear shifter, it sends a signal to the Quickshifter computer which in turn cuts the power to the ignition coils so they don't fire. So basically your engine doesn't burn your fuel. And because motorcycles usually have a sequential gearbox, what it does is it lets the gears go into like sort of a neutral mode where there's no force being applied forward or in the backwards direction, and at that time you can basically slide into the next gear. So that's what's going on here. So here's what the Quickshifter looks like. I'll take a picture or video or whatever of it during the daytime so you can actually see it. So by the end of the video I want to show you three things. A slow acceleration using the Quickshifter, a medium acceleration using the Quickshifter, which medium is like what you do normally in the city, and a fast acceleration, which is like more of a racetrack type of thing using the Quickshifter. One thing I will note is when I did the installation video, I showed you there's a Bluetooth app that comes with the Quickshifter. You install it on either Android or iOS, and it connects to the Quickshifter computer that's on the bike, and basically lets you adjust two key settings. The first setting is the sensitivity of the Quickshifter. So the sensor that's on the gear shifter has to send a signal to the computer when it detects you pushing on the gear shifter. Well, how hard do you have to push for that? Well, you can adjust that. Sensitivity setting of 0 means not very sensitive, and sensitivity setting of 100 is really sensitive, so you can blow on it, and it'll probably set it off. So I have it set to 85. I don't remember what it was in my original video, but now it is 85 after 4 or 5 months of playing around with the settings, and I haven't had to change it really after my initial tweaks. And the other setting is the kill time. So remember I was saying how the Quickshifter computer sends a signal to the ignition coil to not fire. Well, how long does it not fire for? 1 second, 2 seconds, whatever? Well, in this case, I actually changed it to 70 milliseconds. I think it was lower before. And both of these settings are different from what the stock settings were, so that's also something to keep in mind. You will have to adjust it based on your bike, your gearbox, whatever. I'm pretty sure it affects it. I'm pretty sure it's different case by case. So if you're trying to tweak yours, start with my settings and then go from there. So before I forget, in terms of reliability, when the Quickshifter is on, it works 99% of the time. I want to say 99% of the time, because I have had 2 instances where when you're riding the bike, the Quickshifter is working and it just doesn't work anymore. So basically what that means is it's back to pulling the clutch and changing the gear like you normally would. There's an easy solution to this. You just stop the bike on the side of the road, turn it off and turn it back on. And like you normally do, give it 5 to 10 seconds to boot up and it should be good to go again. But I have had 2 instances where it didn't work anymore. There's no permanent damage or anything, but just something to note. And every now and then what will happen is when you turn the bike on, you let it boot for 5 to 10 seconds, it won't turn on. So you start riding your bike and then realize, oh shit, it's not working, so you pull on the side. That's happened 3 or 4 times. So in total 6 incidents in 4, 5, 6 months, whatever it's been so far. Keep in mind, this is still a positive review of the product because it is probably one of the cheapest, like I said earlier. And when it works flawlessly. Right now I can do it in low speeds, medium speeds and high speeds at my 2 settings, and there's no issues. It comes with this little so it also comes with this little jumper thing that you connect to the line between the Quickshifter computer and the ignition coils. What that's for basically is, let's say your sensor for the Quickshifter dies in the middle of your ride to work or to wherever. Let's say you're on a long trip somewhere and you don't have your tools with you. If the sensitivity, if the sensor keeps detecting you changing gears all the time and it keeps cutting the power on the ignition coil, that's a problem. You can't really ride the bike. So what the jumper does is you disconnect the cable that's going to the ignition coils and plug in the jumper in its place. So what that will do is basically tell the computer to bypass the input from the sensor, and basically your bike is back to stock condition. So it's as if you don't have a Quickshifter. So you can get to your work, get home and fix it later. Because even if you had tools, like I said, you need to remove the frickin' fuel tank. You're not going to do that on the side of the road. So that's a handy little thing. Now it doesn't help you if you lose it or if you don't keep it on your bike at all times. So there's a little, just put it in the passenger seat compartment and make sure it's secure, doesn't fall out into the crevices and all that there. And whenever it does stop working, which I don't think it will, but if it does, you have that little jumper. Alright, so here's a red light. I'll do the slow speed one when we take off. Alright, ready? Slow acceleration. Oh shit, truck. But yeah, the first to second and second to third are a little jerky, but then 4th, 5, I mean even the second to third is not that bad, but 4, 5, 6 are really easy. See, just really slow acceleration, it just goes in, no issues whatsoever. Alright, here's medium acceleration. This is what you normally do in the city. That was probably about 40 to 50% throttle. And when we get a chance, we'll do full throttle again. I mean, we can do it here, but I'm going too fast already, so let's not do that. In my opinion, it probably works the best somewhere between medium and full throttle, but they all work great. Like it just doesn't give you any problems. It just goes into the next gear. You will have to tweak your settings, but that's okay. That's a one-time thing. Alright, let's give it a try here. Second gear, full throttle. No problems. Great Quickshifter. So yeah, if you disliked the video, you know what to do. But if you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos relating to the Quickshifter, you can check out my channel. I have a couple more videos on there. And if you decide, you can also subscribe to it. I also have a second channel called Full Throttle Gaming, and it's about gaming related videos that I'll be posting. I just started that channel, so there's not much on it right now. Mostly Battlefield 4 videos, and I do plan on purchasing, I mean actually I've already purchased Battlefield 1, so I'm going to try to make videos on that too. So if you're into that sort of thing, head over to the Full Throttle Gaming channel, link in the top right corner, and consider subscribing to that one as well. Thank you, and see you next time.